Ladies and gentlemen, now it's GTN's Greatest Christmas Awards.
Thank you, everybody. It's great to see so many here. I hope you've all had a great day and a fruitful day at Spring Fair. Spent lots of money? Good stuff, good stuff. I'm Trevor Pfeiffer of Garden Trade News, and tonight we have the pleasure of announcing the winners of our awards that celebrate the amazing teamwork that goes on in garden centres at Christmas. Our team of intrepid judges got on their sleighs in November and December to personally visit the teams at 57 nominated garden centres, right up from Scotland down to Cornwall, across to Essex. And sadly, we didn't quite get to Belfast this year, so apologies to the Hillmount team. But that travelling was all enabled by our very kind sponsors here, you see them, who have also are giving prizes to the gold winners of various categories. So I'll announce that as we go along. Our job tonight is to, as quickly as possible, because I know a lot of you have got dinner to go to, showers to have, is to present our awards. And in a Winter Olympics year, we couldn't resist making bronze, silver and gold awards for each category. So once I announce the bronze, silver and gold winners, would a representative of each of those, bronze, silver and gold, come up on stage, get their award, have a photograph with Paul and the other photographer taking, the Spring Fair photographer taking photos tonight. And then, if you can hang around till the end, we'll take a photograph of all the winners on stage. And then for those that specifically want individual shots of their award with me presenting that for use for social media, then we'll do that afterwards, if that's okay with you. All right, so we'll do all that. The judges make no apologies for some joint winners along the way. They were generally blown away by the standards achieved this year and in continuing difficult trading situations. So that we can get on quickly, we're just going to announce the awards tonight with very little preamble. All the photos and the stories behind the awards can be seen in GTN Extra, the newsletter, on gardentradenews.co.uk and in GTN magazine over the coming months. So, let's get on with the first award. Oh, and these are all the finalists. I'm not going to read through them because we'll be here all night. The first award is for the greatest Christmas houseplant team, and the finalists were Aylett Nurseries, Barton Grange, Little Dobbies at Richmond, Perrywood Tiptree and Webbs of Wychbold. The bronze award goes to Aylett Nurseries and to Barton Grange. Silver award goes to Webbs of Wychbold. And the gold award goes to Perrywood of Tiptree. So who's here from Barton Grange? Is anybody here from Perrywood? Not yet. Right. Yeah, hang on a minute. I'm going to take this jumper off. Come on, Julie. You've got my award. 5 o'clock, you see. Okay, it wasn't supposed to go quite like that. The idea was for them to come up together. Do that. And I'm supposed to pick up the microphone. The next category is for the greatest outdoor plant and Christmas tree team. The finalists were Barton Grange, Bents, Bosworths, Cadbury, Lakeside Plant Centre, Millbrook Gravesend, Perrywood Tiptree, Pew's Radier and Studley from British Garden Centre Group. The Bronze Award goes to Pew's at Radier. Silver Award goes to Millbrook at Gravesend and Perrywood Tiptree. And the Gold Award goes to the great outdoor plant and Christmas tree team that were singing and dancing the lights away at Barton Grange. Well, that worked better, didn't it? We got two winners up on stage at the same time. The next category, an increasingly important part of garden centre sales in the run-up to Christmas, is festive food. I am amazed at the volumes of festive food that come through on the bestsellers data every week. But our finalists from the judges' visits are Barton Grange, Bents, Garsons at Esher, Pew's Radier, Rosebourne, Aldermaston, and the Old Railway Line. And the judges said the Bronze Award should go to Bents. Silver Award goes to Garsons at Esher and to Pew's at Radier. And the Gold Award goes to Barton Grange. So thank you for those people who have just arrived. Please remember, we'd like as many winners as possible to stay behind at the end for one big group Greatest Award, Christmas Awards photograph, and we'll do individual photographs with each award for your social media as well. Yes? You happy to do that, Paul? Good. Right, the next category. After festive food, you need something to cook it on. And so we have an award sponsored by Solex for the greatest Christmas sizzle team. For those teams that just put that little bit extra in to keep selling barbecues through the Christmas period. And the finalists are Alton's, Downtown Garden Centre, Gates Garden Centre, Hillmount in Cheshire, and Pew's Wenvo. The Bronze Award goes to the people from Grantham at Downtown Garden Centre. Silver goes to Gates Garden Centre. And gold goes to the people who won it several times before, because they're rather good at selling barbecues. Alton's.
They sold me a dream of Christmas. They sold me a silent night. They told me a fairy story till I believed in the Israelite. And I believed in Father Christmas. And I looked to the sky with excited eyes. Then I woke with a yawn in the first light of dawn. And I saw him and through his disguise.
And if you want to know how to sell barbecues through the Christmas period, just look at Jay's Alton's Instagram feed. So after that sizzle, of course the judges also judged the greatest summer awards. And what they were really looking for this year was some garden centres that were doing an excellent job of retailing gardening to all those 3 million new gardeners out there as potential Christmas gifts. There were, however, only 3 finalists: Garson's Esher, Gates Garden Centre, and Squires at Badshot Lee. And they were a bit disappointed, actually, because they felt there was loads of missed opportunity out there to sell gardening as gifts this Christmas. But there was one team, and there's only one gold award here, that did a massively fantastic job of selling gardening hampers and gardening gifts, and that was Gates Garden Centre. Increasingly, social media plays such an important part. And the judges selected the following as finalists for the greatest social media Christmas marketing idea: Garson's at Esher, Pengelly in Cornwall, Perrywood, Sudbury and Tiptree, Pew's at Radier, Aldermaston and Weyhill for Rosebourne, and Sapcote Garden Centre. Bronze Award went to Rosebourne for Aldermaston and Weyhill for their Advent calendar campaign. Silver Award went to Pengelly for their videos, their social media videos, and to Sapcote, who also posted loads of Facebook over the Christmas period. But gold goes to Pew's at Radier and Wenvo for their magic moments and their great photo opportunities they set up at both centres. Well done.
Those Christmas lights light up the street, down where the sea and sailing meet. May all your troubles soon be gone. Oh, Christmas lights keep shining on. Those Christmas lights light up the street. Maybe they'll bring her back to me, and then all my troubles will be gone. Oh, Christmas lights keep shining on.
We've already mentioned some of this. Pengelly were one of the garden centres that used a lot of Facebook videos on their social media. So they were a finalist in the Greatest Garden Centre Christmas Video. This category is getting increasingly competitive and increasingly professional with the ideas and the execution that garden centres have come up with. I think they'll soon be vying for John Lewis for that #1 video spot. Anyway, the finalists were Pengelly, Pew's at Radier and Wenvo, Sapcote Garden Centre and the Old Railway Line. The Bronze Award went to Pengelly down in Cornwall, Silver award went to the old railway line. And gold award went to a video that featured a wonderful collie dog called Alfie at Sapcote Garden Centre. If you get a chance to go onto Sapcote's Facebook site and watch that Christmas video, it's a bit of a tearjerker. Well done. But I'm sure it sold plenty of product as well. And if a dog is a star of a garden centre Christmas video, what category best to do next than the greatest Christmas pets team? Another category that has got plenty of opportunity for garden centres to sell more product. And the finalists in this were Gates Garden Centre, Planters at Tamworth, Squires Badshot Lee, and the old railway line. Silver went to Squires at Badshot Lee, and there was a joint gold for Planters at Tamworth and the old railway line.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all.
The greatest COVID-safe Christmas team. There was much debate at the beginning of our Christmas awards as to whether we should include this category this year. But I'm glad we did, because it meant the judges could pay attention to just who out there was maintaining their really high standards for making sure their customers and their staff were safe during this difficult period, Christmas trading period. The finalists were Aylett Nurseries, Barton Grange, the old railway line, and Webb's Witchbold. Bronze award goes to Webb's, silver goes to Barton Grange, and gold goes to Aylett Nurseries and the old railway line. In the nicest possible way, I hope we don't have to present that award next year. We didn't have this as a category when we set about. Because of COVID, we didn't expect there to be many events happening. But the judges in their travels found some very special events that were going on, taking into account the COVID situation. And so we decided there should be 5 finalists for a new category, which is the Greatest Christmas Event Special Award. At Gouldings, where they built a purpose-built Christmas grotto area, completely new. Hetland, where they turned a dino park into a grotto area. Planters at Bretby, who had the best and the busiest ice rink this year, possibly even the only ice rink this year. The old railway line for all of their local events that they did, and Webb's Witchbold. And there's one gold award to present to this tonight, and I'm not sure that they're here, that the judges felt a special gold award should go to Webb's of Wychbold for their glow experience that they set up this year. Well done. But sadly, there's nobody here from Webb's to accept their award, so we'll move right on. But seriously, actually, just check out what Webb's did this year with putting lights up in their celebration gardens. I went on a Sunday night and it was absolutely rammed, fully booked, not rammed unsafe COVID-wise, but just very, very busy. There's a lot of charity goes on in garden centres during Christmas. And so we have quite a few finalists for the greatest community and charity initiative. Cherry Lane at Poddington, Groves Bridport, Hillmount Cheshire, Pengelly, Perrywood, Sudbury and Tiptree, Pews at Radier and Wenvo, and Tate's South Downs. This was a very difficult category for the judges to make their decisions on, so there are quite a few joint winners on it. Bronze Award goes to Hillmount Cheshire, who've only opened this year, but did a fantastic community initiative, well done, and to Perrywood, Tiptree and Sudbury. Silver Award goes to Cherry Lane at Poddington, who set up a sensory grotto for autistic children, and to the community activities they did at Pews, Radier and Wenvo. And Gold Award, sadly they can't be with us tonight from Cambridge, goes to Pengelly Garden Centre, who do a whole load of work around Christmas for their local food bank. It's really tremendous what they do. But those are the winners. I'm sure I know some of those are here. Pews, Hillmount, and is Cherry Lane Poddington here? Yay! Come and collect your awards. But all this couldn't happen unless the suppliers were doing a good job of getting products to us. And I know there were some problems with some things coming late this year. However, we asked everybody that we visited to nominate their greatest Christmas supplier, from which we got a short list of Festive, Floral Silk, Gisela Graham, Hills Interiors, K-Mink, Otter House, Premier, PTMD, and Smart Garden Products. It was a bit of a landslide victory, this one. The Gold Award goes to K-Mink. So we're on to the last four categories. For those that are, we're nearly there. We always have a category for the greatest group garden centre Christmas team, because when you're running Christmas in a group, you know, you're not necessarily involved in the buying, you've got to do the best job of merchandising. And we had all these finalists. I'm not going to read them all out. But what the judges decided, it was unfair to be judging a small garden centre like Albrighton against Brigg. So what they said was that I needed to present two group garden centre awards, one for smaller group garden centres and one for larger garden centres. So that's what I'll do. We'll start with the smaller centres. The Bronze Award goes to Blue Diamond Newbridge and Thatcham of British Garden Centres. A silver award goes to Albrighton of British Garden Centres. And gold award goes to Burford House of British Garden Centres. And the only trouble is, I've made an error on a slide. There was another winner of a bronze award in the Group Garden Centre. That was Little Dobby, this one there. Sorry, the other winner was Little Dobbies of Richmond, who won bronze in the small garden centre. So then we have to do the larger garden centres, and the larger garden centres bronze award goes to Braintree, Blue Diamond Cadbury and Blue Diamond Derby for silver, and gold award goes to Squires Badshot Lee and Brig. Group garden centres done. We're now on to small garden centres, small but perfectly formed. The finalists were Hillmount Cheshire, Newquay Garden Centre, Pengelly Garden Centre, Pew's at Wenvoe, and Silver Birch. Bronze goes to Pengelly, silver goes to Newquay Garden Centre, and gold award, all the way up to Scotland, goes to Silver Birch. Don't forget, all the photographs that the judges took will be available on GTN Extra and a selection in GTN magazines. You'll be able to see what these garden centre teams have been doing. And remember, our awards are all about the teams of people. But, you know, great teams of people usually produce great results. Last but one category, the greatest mid-sized garden centre Christmas team. The finalists are Bosworths, Frongoch, Perrywood Sudbury, Tate South Downs, the Old Railway Line and Woodlands Garden Centre in Kent. Bronze award goes to Woodlands, silver goes to Frongoch, and the gold award goes to the Old Railway Line.
Driving home for Christmas. Oh, I can't wait to see those faces. I'm driving home for Christmas, yeah. Well, I'm moving down that line. joint tailbacks.
And so we come to the final award. The Large Garden Centre Christmas Team, the greatest Large Garden Centre Christmas team. The finalists: Barton Grange, Bents, Garsons at Esher, Gates Garden Centre, Millbrook Gravesend, Perrywood Tiptree, Pews Radier, Rosebourne at Aldermaston, and Woodbank Garden Centre. Bronze awards go to Garsons at Esher and Pews at Radier. Silver award goes to Barton Grange. And the gold award goes to Bents. Thank you, everybody. For those that need to dash off, that's the end. I think there's still some drinks left. Yes? There are some drinks over here. Thank you to Alan, my beautiful assistant, for handing the awards out so very well. Thank you to everybody. Hope you had a great Christmas, and we'll see you next year. Play some music, please.
When the snow